Pattaya City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
Reduce carbs and everything. So he's just going to give us an introduction to that. It's called Keto, the restaurant. Thanks, Joseph.
Hello. Okay. So, I opened a restaurant called Wellness Chefs, but it's my Wellness Chefs restaurant is a keto restaurant because I like keto. Before that, I used to be a Mediterranean diet, or before that, I used to try to be the vegan diet. We had Annie give a talk about what she believes is correct. And then there was the gentleman, Barry, came here 4 months ago, and he also gave a talk. It was keto, and I think also. So a wellness chef restaurant, because I hope there's going to be thousands of these things, a wellness chef restaurant says like this. Doctors say that if you cut out, what do they all agree on? They all agree on really 4 things. Cut out the high fructose corn syrup, cut out the sugar, cut out the, I lost it. The highly processed foods, thank you, Daryl. And the seed oils, it's exactly what I got on my sign, right? No sugar, no seed oils, no MSG, oh, we've got the MSG. That if you cut out those really bad stuff, no. So people would disagree. Some people would say yes, and some people would say no. And that's why I don't put it up there. But these are the things that everybody agrees on. Do you agree? Yes, these things everybody agrees on. So that's what a wellness chef restaurant. And then after that, the idea is that the person, the chef inside, is going to be your chef. In other words, if you want to do any steaks and more, the chef knows what you want, and that's what they're going to feed you. Now, you can't really know who's right. How do I know if Annie's right, or if another guy's right? But you can know who's right, and you do that by testing. You can't fix what you can't test, what you don't test. So testing is the answer. Going to get your blood work, going to get your vitamins, your minerals, everything tested maybe every 6 months. And now you see I'm eating this diet and my numbers are getting better. What numbers can you do yourself? I'm not trying to be a doctor in wellness chefs, but let me tell you what you can do with wellness chefs that doesn't need a doctor. If I can bring my morning sugar glucose level, the fasting glucose level, which we test at my restaurant. You come in the morning, you haven't eaten anything, you test. Before you eat, you test. And the idea is, I want to know, where's your blood sugar level? Are you at 200? I don't really know if I want to deal with you. You should be seeing a doctor. But if you're at like 120, 125, before 125, or you're before diabetic, and we can start bringing down your numbers to below 100, well, you're on the right diet. Keep that going. If you're finding that you're eating too much carbs on another diet, your numbers are going up, well, I suggest for you to switch maybe to another diet. We don't tell you at Wellness Chef what diet to eat. You should decide that based on your tests. I have downloaded all the tests. I put it into a computer. There will be printouts, not today, but like in 3 or 4 or 5 months, there'll be printouts. You'll be taking your tests. We'll give you a printout of all the things that are too high and not normal, because normal is where all the fat people like me are. We want to do optimal. Where should you be? Optimally, where should you be? And try to take food and make food. She explained how food should be your medicine. I believe that food should be the medicine. I want to say one thing. Everything that Annie told you today, there isn't a single restaurant in all of Pattaya, in all of Thailand probably, in all the world probably, where you can go and not get any of this bad stuff. That's all, just that simple thing. Because today we don't have a chance to lose weight. I'm not a nutritionist. I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm just going through all the millions of videos and trying to figure this out for myself. And what I found is that if I go to any restaurant in town it's going to be full of this shit. And now I'm going to make my own restaurant, and I'm going to not have any of that shit. And I'm going to go there, and this is how I set up my life. I set up my restaurant so it's 2,000 steps away from my house. Now I have to walk there in the morning and walk home. I got my 4,000 steps in. I eat there as late in the morning as I can. Right now it's pretty early because I get hungry in the morning. But I eat in the morning. I personally eat a keto diet, so I have a savory morning breakfast. Why do I like the keto diet? It's the only diet I've found where I'm not hungry during the day. And for me, that's a major, major problem. I overeat, and I eat many, many, many times a day. So for me, the keto diet suddenly took control of my appetite. I eat a savory breakfast in the morning, and then I tell the girl what I'd like to eat for lunch, the chef, and I tell the girl what I want for my dinner. Okay? She packs up my stuff. We're making these special little belts. She'll put the lunch and the dinner into my belt. The dinner will always be a fish dinner. It will be either salmon, mackerel, tuna. Why? These are the fatty fishes. They got the number 3, what's that thing? Omega-3s. They got the omega-3s. And what I read, and the reason that I'm doing it is, when you eat these things as the last meal of your day, you'll have 33% less heart attacks. That's the number of people that do this. Just that little thing makes the number of heart attacks for those people go down. Your chances of getting a heart attack reduces by 33%. I'll take anything I got. I'm a fat human being. So now I eat that for my dinner. So I take those 2 things home. So now I got a way to eat really good food, right? My way, the way I tell my personal chef to do it. And you'd think that that was super expensive. So I made it. Every meal is one price. Across the board, no matter what we make in the wellness chefs, it's 180 baht, right? Is that a lot or a little? You said, oh, huh? It's a good price. Wait till you see the portions that you get. Some people find that when they take home their morning breakfast, they have enough for lunch. Because here's the other thing about wellness chefs. I put up the money for the restaurant, but I don't own it. And all the money belongs to the chef. The idea is to take chefs from low salaried people to a good salaried living. So in this case, it would be like 10 or 15,000 baht a month is what the normal Thai person might be getting, 8 to 15,000 baht a month, to take them to 40 and 50,000 baht a month, right? All the profit goes to the chef, right? The idea is that one chef should control 30, 40 people, and she should take care of those number of people that she can handle, and that she would make all the money. I don't take any money. No wellness chef restaurant in the future, I will not make any of the money from that restaurant, all the money. So you'll see there's no picture of the food, but we don't give you 1 burger, we give you 2 burgers for the 180 baht. We don't give you 1 chicken leg with the thing, we give you 2 chicken legs. And now we've of course tried to make the food as delicious as possible. Because if you don't make the food really good, you're not going to come back. So we want you to tell us, we don't like it this way, we like it with a little more spices, we like it with a little more salt, and the idea is that she's your personal chef. She is going to have an index card, and on that index card is going to be the way you like your food, and she's going to make it that way. And now you have a place to go, and down the line we hope to, from the profits of a wellness chef, she's gotten a lot. So when she makes 80 and 90,000, 100,000 baht a month, hopefully one day, she'll have to give 10,000 baht, which will go to a fund that starts a new wellness chef, where the money will go to opening up a new store. The owner should be a poor person, should be able to get that store for free. And by the way, also, I set up a stock fund so that the stock that trades every day, the money automatically comes out that there's 12,000 baht a month profit that comes from that thing. So I put money once, I'll never have to put money again, and her rent and her electric is paid for. So now you have a chef who didn't have to invest any money in the restaurant, has her rent and her electric paid for. All she has to do is make the food taste good, make you happy, and you will get better, physically better. We're going to be putting in a lot of things that will help you test and see whether your numbers are getting better. The 2 numbers that we really surely can make work, because I did it for myself. And that is, we can bring your glucose level. There's no meal. Oh, we had one, a Sverker came to the thing, and he wrote me that he has a continuous glucose meter. Never in his life did the amount of insulin he have to take every day, as he's a type 1 diabetic, was so low. Because none of our meals raise your blood sugar. You can eat there, and you don't have to worry about what you're eating or what you're taking. None of our meals will raise your blood sugar. So you'll always be good from that aspect. When you take your insulin levels for the 3 months, you will find that it has gone down, and over time it will go down more and more until you're surely non-diabetic. I used to be close to diabetic, and now I'm in the 98 range, which is below pre-diabetic. And the second thing you have to do, and most of us don't do it, don't know about it, many of us don't know about it, all of us that have this, we have fatty livers. And if you have a fatty liver, that means your liver cannot clean your blood. And if your liver cannot clean your blood, think about the fish in the bowl, and the water's getting dirtier and dirtier. After a while, the fish gets sick and dies. The same thing is with us. That fatty liver is killing us. You want to clean out your fatty liver. You do it her way, you do it my way. That doesn't matter. Just clean it out. If it's working her way, do it her way. If it's working with keto, do it keto. If it's carnivore, what you need to do, go with carnivore. Whatever works and cleans that liver, and you test. You test after 6 months. A good program, a good diet should clean out that liver in 3 to 4 months, right? You should be able to see drastic change in the fat in your liver. And that's it. We want to tell you where the restaurant is. We hope everybody will come and test it. Aw is the chef. Boo is in charge of the restaurant. They're going to give everybody a business card. Or, you know what? Why don't you, boo. Why don't you stay by the door, and as everybody goes out, you give them a business card. Now, remember, this is your personal chef. You want to line to Aw and tell her, I'm coming to the restaurant at 1 o'clock, I'm coming to the restaurant at 3 o'clock. You can pick a day, you pick the time. For the first time, don't say what you want to eat. She'll give you what we recommend for the first time, and then after that, you can work with her. But she's there when you tell her when you're going to come, and sometimes she's not there when nobody's there. She doesn't have to stay. And that's it. Any questions?
Big round of applause for Joseph. It was a very good talk. I don't think you'd have any questions. It was so thorough. And get the card, give them a call. Just some reviews. I've eaten a couple of their meals. Wow. The lamb meal. Called the lamb meal?
It's a shakshuka made with lamb.
What he said. A shakshuka made with lamb, and there's eggs. It is fantastic. Really, really brilliant. Darryl, you've eaten some of the food there?
That guy eats every day.
He's.
Oh, don't tell them
Shh, don't tell them that for sure. Anyway, really wonderful short talk, Joseph. And you can see why I asked him to talk today, because it ties in with the previous talk.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why don't I get a frame?
I asked you. You said it was okay if you didn't get a frame.
It's okay,
See, one story up there, one story down
they
here,
got a
right?
frame and I didn't.